entertained? Are you not entertained? Every time.
In the words of Linzo, it's about damn time Ichigo found out the true lineage between him and his parents. Like, Jesus Christ, Isshin, it took him getting his ass kicked out of the Soul Palace for you to be like, yeah, okay, you know, let me tell you the real history. Like, let me tell you what's really going on with the past between me and your mom, what she was really about, you know what I mean? Like, come on, dude, really? Him getting kicked out the Soul Palace, him getting embarrassed like that, man, in front of Renji of all people, bro. Renji, come on, man, you could have done him better than that. But we continue where we left off, from where Ichigo gets his ass kicked out the Soul Palace. He has to find out what is actually going on with his soul, why he couldn't defeat the Sushi, but Renji's whack ass could. Like, he like, come on, bro, I'm the main character status, and you got the side character being better than me. Renji of all people. I know Ichigo was hurt in that moment. That's probably why he was on the ground crying the way he was before he got thrown out of the Soul Palace. Like, Renji of all people, come on, Lord, no, not this dude, bruh. On a side note, I have no clue why they would show Ichigo running away though from his dad when he first gets sit down. And his dad just opens the door like, hey, Ichigo, I know that's you. And he just runs away. I'm just like, bro, why are you running away? Like, I guess I can understand him not wanting to face, I guess, the truth right then and there, or talk to his dad in that moment of him feeling ashamed that he just got kicked out of the royal palace. But again, like Oetsu said, you have to truly find out who you are. And who better to tell you that than Isshin? You guys already had a conversation literally at the end of the Fate Court Car Town, where it was kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna, if you want to know more, Ichigo, let me know. And you was just like, nah, you're gonna tell me when you want to at the end of the day. So it's like, but I do feel like Isshin should have been told Ichigo. He should have been like, you know, screw all that, like, I'm just gonna tell you right now, because here we are now after the Quincy's invaded. After I got kicked out the Soul Palace, I'm about to be told the true lineage of my history between, again, my dad and my mom. But it is what it is. He runs, though, to his boss, the, you know, old girl from the Big Titty Committee. You know, the big biddies. But, you know, he runs to her. And, you know, her being a more seasoned woman, you know, hit Ichigo with the, you know, I can look in your eyes, little boy, and know something's going on with you. You've been missing, you've been gone, you've been MIA, and now you show up and you look distorted, like, what's going on? At that moment, you know, she gets to knock at the door. Isshin is obviously there. Speed flashes through the door. Like, Ichigo knows, like, bro, we gotta talk, because obviously you running this shit when you could have just told me your ass just got kicked out the Soul Palace. Why I gotta learn from, why do I gotta learn from Urahara? Why Urahara had to hit me up and be like, yo, bro, this is what's going on with your son, because obviously he ain't gonna tell you anything with a scary ass. I gotta be the bearer of bad news and let you know that your son just got rejected from the Zero Squad. So yeah, fix that, you know. Let this boy know about his true history. But they begin to talk, you know, legit. The flashback, I liked the sequence with the rain, how the rain went in slow-mo, and then it started to went fast-paced as we get to the flashback. I thought that was a cool little, you know, added on bonus to the scene. Seeing everything, though, honestly, with Toshiro and Matsumoto and Isshin just kills me. Still to this day, it kills me. Even when reading it, it kills me, because, again, we go back to the Fate Court Car Town. You go back way before then, and you just go, wait a minute, so... I mean, there's never been a scene showing these guys actually interacting after this, but I'm just saying, like, you're telling me that this dude was the previous captain of Squad 10, and this isn't even talked about. Like, Ichigo, other than the orange hair, you can say damn near looks like his dad, and you're telling me you guys don't even put those two together. The fact that his, again, they took the mom's name, so I guess I gotta give him that, but, you know, he wasn't a Shiba, but still, it's like, still, you don't put those two and two together? Like, I don't know, I just don't, that just seems like an error on Kubo's part. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Isshin is a captain, but I gotta find a place for him to be. But I don't feel like you should have picked Squad 10. If you did, it should have been, I don't know, long before maybe you could have made Matsumoto like a 6th or 7th seed or something like that, and Toshiro wasn't even involved up until that point. You could have done it like that, but it just seems weird that apparently Toshiro and Matsumoto both know Isshin, both knows Ichigo's dad, but never have said anything about it. Again, kind of weird. Besides from that, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. When it comes to, like, just designs, like, just period, just the drip Tozen has the best drip in Bleach, hands down, bro. Anytime I see him with the sunglasses or the goggles on or just a set of white, just the braids looking on point for my boy, like, yo, Kubo, keep you doing your job when it comes to Tozen. Black representation when it comes to anime, comes to manga, Kubo, hands down, is the best at it. Like, let's give my boy his accolades. Like, kudos, bro. Good shit. But besides that little gripe I have legit with that, like with that scene, because it's like I said, it's kind of weird. You know, Isshin finds out that dude's soul reapers have been getting linked left and right up in, you know, the real world. So he's just like, okay, let me go investigate this. And obviously Matsumoto's just like, we should go with him. But like Toshiro points out, we're not going to go because if obviously there's other Shinigamis who've been getting murked off, we would just be in the captain's way if we go there. You know, and he gets into some type of situation where he has to fight, which we see he does. So that's just one thing. Boom, he goes to the real world. He basically is scoping out the place, checking out the place. At the same time, we go back to my boy Ryukin, you know, younger version of Ryukin, who I ain't gonna hold with. Just because of Bleach Brave Souls, I love Ryukin as a character. I feel like they should have showed more of him. Again, if you're gonna focus on the Quincy's, he should have been a focal point too, but it was what it was. We get a younger version of Ryukin. We get to see Ichigo's mom, Misaki, in her younger days. You know what I mean? She's getting scolded by Ryukin's mom, being like, "Hey man, you gotta practice more. You're a pure-blooded Quincy." You know what I mean? On some Harry Potter shit. Like, this all reminds me of Harry Potter. Legit. I remember when I first got to, when I was first reading this, when it came out in manga form, I was just like, yo, this is some Harry Potter shit. They're talking about purebloods and everything like that, like muggles and shit. Like, it is what it is. But apparently the Kurosakis was a pure-blooded Quincy family, which, again, cool to know that. But I definitely wish that they wouldn't have said that she was technically the only one. Like, I mean, in a sense, it seems like she was the only Kurosaki. I wish we would have found out more. Like, I wish during this invasion, or at least with the other side of the Quincy's with the Vandenreich, I wish we would have saw, like, some Kurosakis over there. Like, oh, shit, Ichigo, some of your family members are still living and they're with the invading force. So how would that play out? You know, that would have been cool to see. But if I'm correct, she might be the last of the Kurosaki line, if I'm correct. But I don't know. If I'm correct, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. If I'm correct, again, let me know in the comments. I like the fact that Ryukin came in and had to tell his mom, like, yo, calm down with the scolding, like, you doing too much. She's already in a messed up headspace. Like, she knows for a fact the only reason she's even in here is because she's pure blood. And the fact that she's getting married off to me is, again, like I said, some old Harry Potter muggle shit. Like, only pure bloods can marry pure bloods. Like, it's weird. And you see that I don't want to say like the maid or anything like that, because I think her name was Kataguri. Again, you see, she seems like a cool chick, and she seems like she actually likes Ryukin from the looks of it, and she doesn't seem like she might be a pure blood from the looks of it. And again, Ryukin does go on to explain more of that when Misaki, she actually sensed that Isshin is fighting right now with a hollow. She's just like, he's like, yo, we should probably let, you know, the lesser pure bloods kind of go out there and fight, because, you know, again, we're pure blood. You don't want to ruin that. You don't want anything to happen to that. And just to see Ryukin kind of take on that stance was a little bit of, you know, a little bit weird. It was like, damn, bro, seriously, okay, this is how you was back in the day, compared to how you are now, where you're kind of like, I don't want anything to do with the Quincy's. Just seems crazy. But obviously, after their talk, Misaki runs out. She sees that Isshin is legit in a battle with, we're gonna call him Whitey. Obviously, he looks all black, but with the hollow face, you know, with a couple of white features on him. We're gonna call him Whitey, like Aizen said. But they're fighting, they're duking it out. And again, the design straight up look like Ichigo's hollow, pure hollow form. This design looks dope. We see them fighting, going all out. He's hitting Isshin with Seros and everything like that. Isshin activating his Zanpakuto Ingetsu, but we see him get slashed obviously by Aizen. I wish they would have explained that a little bit more. They didn't actually explain. Like, Isshin, if I'm correct, in the manga said he was gonna actually go Bankai, but he couldn't go Bankai because of the slash in his back. So that's something in the anime that they didn't really explain or touch upon. But I know in the fact in the manga he did say he was going to go Bankai up until that point, but then he got slashed in the back by Aizen, so he couldn't go Bankai because I guess he has to have no cut or some seeping hole or something. So, I don't know. It's weird the way they try to explain it. I guess his body has to kind of be like sealed. Like, he can't have no open wound on his body before going Bankai or something like that. I don't know. Would have been cool to see, but we didn't get it. But during Isshin's struggle with Whitey, Masaki sees this. She starts to throw arrows at him. She gets the attention. She realizes, like, yo, this dude is fast as hell. The only way I'm going to end this is by close contact. Whitey goes in close. He hits her with the bite. She, boom, headshots, hit him with the dome shot. I liked that piece. I'm not even going to hold you. That was dope, animated perfectly. But we see that he's going to activate an explosion, some type of explosion technique. My boy is about to blow up like the bomb. Isshin intervenes, and that's where I said the scene kind of gets a little choppy, or the animation kind of gets choppy, or the editing, transitioning, I don't know what you want to call it, gets choppy a little bit, because we see the flame pillars start to go up, and then just like instantly, like within a nanoseconds, like shots to Isshin being on the ground, laying down. I don't know, the editing, just the shots during that whole little fight sequence kind of just felt off and weird, like the timing was off and weird. But again, you guys let me know how you felt about that. Did you feel like the timing was off? Did you catch the little editing, little, transitioning errors that they made in this episode? Because I know I did. I know my mind was not playing tricks on me. So again, like I said, let me know in the comments. But the episode ends off with just Masaki being happy that she saved Isshin looking up, being happy that he was able to intervene and save her at the same time too. Aizen commented on the fact that, this was a different turn of events. Like, I wasn't expecting this, but it's going to go down in a good way. Let's see what's going to happen with this little experiment. And at the same time, if you, again, stay to the end, after the whole credits go off, the ending credits go off, and we see that Izuru is legit standing in the rain as my boy Hashwold is walking up to him, being, it looks like he's about to declare himself for the Vandenreich. Maybe you might get recruited by these dudes. You never know, man. I mean, well, we do know, but y'all know what I mean. And that's the end of the episode. That's pretty much all that happens, is Ichigo finding out more about his past. I know for a fact in the next episode they might go a little bit more in depth, like maybe the first 6 or 7 minutes of the next episode they might do a little quick PowerPoint of the rest of the flashback from what it seems like, or we might get another whole episode dedicated to this flashback. I don't think we're gonna get a whole episode. I think it might be like a half an episode dedicated to this flashback, and then by episode 13 we might be right back into the war. Just being honest, 13 or 14, I'm calling it, man. 13 or 14. If it makes it past 15, okay, but I'm calling 13 or 14. We will be back into this war, the second half of the invasion. So, hey, let me guys know what you think about that. What were your thoughts on this episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were the animation on point for you? Did you, again, like I said, did you notice the choppy scenes? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, peace, love, and deuces. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay geek.